Yep. So I'll give all you guys the same demo at the same time, but the guys in the back are already up to speed, so I'm just going to bring you guys up to speed real quick. So what I have in my hand is a smart device. It has all of my content, videos, images that we would typically have with us. And then in the headrest, you have a smart screen. Now it's smart enough to the point where you can touch and interact with it, but it doesn't have any content loaded on it. There's no applications or data loaded on these. It's simply there for you to interface with what's about to happen. Now, Gravity is the technology that makes this happen, and Gravity allows us to send information bidirectionally between all of these devices on a Wi-Fi network. So we're going to start off with noticing that on each screen you can see that you have access to photos, music, and videos. And those photos, music, and videos are all of the device or all of the content that's sitting currently on my phone. Now, when I enter the vehicle, if I don't want to make those things available to everyone, then I can simply go into the application manager, tell it that I do not want to share my photos with the rest of the group, and then what's going to happen is the photo capability of it will now be removed from each one of the headrests. Okay? So if I choose that I want to share one of the applications from my phone with everyone in the vehicle, then I simply launch them on my smartphone. I'll launch my Netflix, and as I'm launching that application and it's opening, it's now going to become available to everyone in the vehicle. And that's that dynamic piece of Gravity where it's communicating between all of the devices. And I'm simply saying, hey, I'm willing to share my Disney Plus with everyone in the vehicle, so I'm going to give it to access to everyone. Now, from that point, we could all go in there and we could dive into Netflix and start looking for content individually, or it can be given out, to each user from my phone. And that kind of displays the parental aspect of it. So I'm going to go into the video section of my phone, and while you're doing whatever you wanted to do, if you were listening to music or whatever, I can simply say, okay, I'm going to take an instance of a movie and I'm going to send it directly to your screen. And I'm going to take a different instance and send it directly to your screen. I'm going to take a Lightning McQueen and send it to your screen. And then I'm going to take Jurassic Park and send it to this one. Now, everyone is enjoying a different piece of content, and that content is coming from the videos that were available on my phone. Now, that could have been streaming content. It could have been you watching Netflix, you watching Hulu, you watching ESPN, or you watching Disney Plus. But what I think is more captivating is the fact that I can take a video from my phone. I'll choose this particular one, and I'm simply going to choose to gravitate that video not only to his headrest, which he already had, but I'm also going to go into that same instance and I'm going to send it to your headrest as well, yours in the back, and then this fourth headrest right here. Now everyone is getting the same piece of content, but you are all at different instances, different portions of time. And the purpose of that is to display that in the event that we stop along on our road trip and you want to continue watching while she jumps out and grabs the snacks, she can pause hers, they can high-speed scrub theirs forward or do whatever they want to do and still continue to enjoy the same movie, but at different portions of time, all from one file that's on my phone. And if I wanted to dynamically link those so that they were all synchronized at the same time, then I can simply choose all four of those and launch them at the same time, and now we're in a synced environment versus that model where we were each viewing at a different portion of time. Now, within your smartphone, while all of this is happening, we're gravitating 4 different files or 4 different pieces of content. Your smartphone still acts as a smartphone. I can still dive in here, make phone calls, send my Bluetooth audio to the vehicle, do whatever it is that I want to do. And all of this happens without any connection to the internet. So we're not sending information to the cloud and then back to the vehicle or to the headrest to function like that. We're severing that and saying, as long as the content is available locally, then you can control it and do whatever you want with it. Now, I'm going to jump back in here only because they seem to be pretty loud, so I just took command and stopped them all. But to kind of display that dynamic control of the system, I'm going to launch from within the Gravity app just the Samsung camcorder app, which is their little video thing. And I'm going to sit here, I'll flip it around, and I'm going to shoot a video of all of us, just CES 2020. We're looking at Gravity and checking it out. I'm going to stop it, save it, and while it does its post-processing, what I'm going to do is that video is now just going into the library on my phone because it's now a new piece of content that I have that I can share. And once I have it, I'm simply going to go into here, select it, send them to all 4 of the screens, and now you see what we just recorded, because that's our content. So that kind of gives you an idea of how Gravity works. All of it happens, like I said, on a Wi-Fi layer, but we've tested this system with 200 devices connected, and we can do exactly what we just did in that environment as well. Because our proprietary transport layer allows us to place information in the protocol stack that we wish, and really increase efficiency to the level that we can operate on that type of capacity. The home demo, which is on the other side of the booth, is demonstrating the same technology just in a home use environment. So over there, you'll see that there's 5 different TVs, but there's 10 different Wi-Fi speakers as well. And in those 15 different devices, one smartphone just like this can say, I can send 10 different music songs to each one of those speakers, 5 different movies all at the same time, functioning from that smartphone. Doesn't get hot, doesn't overload the phone. Efficiency is key, and that Gravity stack is what allows that to happen. So whether it's a small setup like this where we're running just 4 monitors, or we're running 200 plus, or you're running a home environment where you have a range of different devices, it really depends on what you want to put Gravity into.